Welcome to this.
This
This is June Classic Series, and just had a visit from Mel Masters, your old buddy.
Mel Masters is an old buddy, actually. He's a really cool guy.
We ran
One
that
of my favorite
video.
people.
I ran his interview a few weeks ago on Facebook, and it's a couple other things. I got a lot of comments. A great guy, great wines, and you are going to see one of his wines coming here shortly. But he what a great story.
Oh, he's an amazing guy. He's one of the few guys that's really done very well in the wine business.
Well, he started. Want to do the white first?
Sure. What the hell?
He started the that Les Jumelles label.
Les Jumelles, yeah.
Which is was highly popular. He sold it at the peak of the market.
And then it went south, and nobody ever heard of it again.
Yeah, so
It's really one of those crazy things, you know.
business is like that,
I mean, Mel is a mover and shaker. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He understands quality. He's got a great personality, and he, you know, and he did the right thing. He sold at the top of the market, but then somebody else takes it over, doesn't have his passion, doesn't have his knowledge, like that.
you got to work it just like anything else, right?
You got to know what you're doing.
Hey, this Contempo, you know, look, granted, the packaging, you know, is not that great. But
I'm looking at it just going, this wine can't be good. This is the ugliest label I've ever seen.
doesn't show the vintage. It is 100% 2011. It could be and should be vintage, but it's not put on the label. But what a great wine.
It's
Colombard.
delicious. Yeah.
Domestic Colombard, which, you know, in the old days, Gallo made French Colombard. Was it really French Colombard? Was it English?
Well, you know, everything was French because it came from France, so they called it French Colombard.
But it's the same grape.
But the same grape, as far as I know, yeah. You know, Colombard, when you taste Colombard made in certain areas, like Côte de Gascogne, those wines are phenomenal. I mean, they are absolutely delicious.
I can see this slightly chilled with an aperitif or with a salad dish or like a
Really nice green apple.
It's good. Tons of character. But to blend it with Chardonnay is another bizarre.
Well, that's really bizarre. No, that I have to agree with. But this one's delicious.
Mm-hmm. It's $12.99 on the shelf. $6.99 for more if you even find it on the shelf. I doubt it. It's very small bottling, actually. Well, I think that I bought some of the red too because they were so great. Coming up.
Yeah, you did red coming up too, and I love this white though. I thought this was out of this world. Gosh, $6.99, and I'm giving it a 94, and I think it's.
I'll tie that 94, divide it by 2, and then multiply by 3, and divide by 2/3.
That would give you September 2013 limited series.
Now, he's showing this torn label thing, and I don't know why. I think it was a sample sent to us, but I was so excited to find this wine because, you know, one of the first jobs I had working at the liquor store was stocking the wine shelf, you know, going down the basement, carry this, you know the stairs down the wine shop?
I remember those.
You walk around.
That's the first time I ever had to see a chiropractor. That's
yeah, exactly.
You know.
So we're punched over, walking, but I'd carry 2-3 cases up the thing. 2-3 cases, flights of stairs in the snow. No. But it was always Weibel wines. We had a ton of. We had LeBlanc de Blanc, and we had all this stuff that was
Wente
going on.
was LeBlanc de Blanc.
I'm sorry,
was
Weibel
Green
was the
Hungarian.
Green Hungarian, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God.
So
whatever happened to those wines?
So I got this wine, and it said I forgot the gentleman's first name, but his last name was Weibel, and I thought, wow, I haven't seen these guys around for a long time. So I got a chance to talk to one of the family members and make this deal.
Oh, they have a great history. They really do. You know, and the problem is, I think, from my experience with them, they're too nice to be in the wine business. They're really not very aggressive. You know, they have a tremendous history. They go back a long, long way. So they figure that's the way it's going to be. But that's just not how it's going to be. You know how it is.
Ed said on the way when I was standing here, he goes, "I thought it was kind of thin." I go, "That's not thin." In fact,
No,
I love this
it's
smoky
actually
character.
not. Yeah, it's
You get that Zin character.
You really get Zin in the nose.
It's not overdone like some of the Sierra Vista ones are. I mean, the Sierra Nevada ones.
It might have been the cornflakes. I had it when I first tasted it. You know, and
cornflakes and almond milk.
Oh, and I was going to say mint milk. Yeah, that's got some character now.
Some fun character. It sells for $19.99 at the winery. You get more for $7.99. It's a 94 for me. I'm sorry. I think it's good.
I think you should be sorry, so I'll be sorry too and give it a 94. Yeah.
You know the color's starting to show its age. Really fun. And you know there is a and Ed and I were discussing this earlier. There is this thing about the fires in Sonoma that may have created this little bit of smokiness in some of the grapes. You get a little smokiness, but it could, of course, come from the barrels as well.
Yeah, but don't forget, this is Mendocino. Sonoma is like 100 miles away. You know, I mean, it's possible. The fires were rather significant. I mean, entire
now you put it that way,
lost.
chances are it's from the barrels.
Yeah, I mean, they toast the barrels, and that's how they get them to bend the staves. This is another Chilean Sauvignon Blanc that, just
This is 2011. This is,
Just
you know,
so
I think
good.
the whole product line was really good.
Yeah.
I wish they'd packaged it better. It's great value.
Hey, look, after the Contempo, I wouldn't complain about anybody's package. Are you kidding? I like this wine because it's got a really aggressive acidity. I mean, it's just really bracing,
But it's got some, I don't know, what is that? Kiwi or guava or something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
No,
fruit
it-
coming out. It's
it's
not
got
that
some
classic grapefruit stuff. It's got some really nice flavors.
But you got to have food with it. This is not a wine that you're going to drink as a cocktail.
Because of the acid, yeah.
Yeah, because of the acidity. But boy, you have something like raw Kumamoto oysters, or crab cakes or something that's imposing. This thing just cuts right through it.
I like that.
I love it. I'm doing a 96 on that.
Yeah, I do too. I'm going to 96, 95 because the fruit flavors.
I mean, this is what?
But then here's a wine that's so great, and they put it in probably the least expensive bottle you can buy, right? This small punt, and
It's $6.99. What do you
I know, but
want?
still.
I mean, geez.
I pay six.
Crazy.
I pay $7.02. They put it in a bitter bottle.
No, you wouldn't. Next point.
And speaking of Paso Grande, because I like the whole product line, I had to pick the ones I really wanted to feature, and I love this Cabernet. It's 2010. Again, and Cabernet and Merlot from that part of Chile is just great. This is from the Central Valley, I think. Valle Central.
Valley Central. It's very
Look at that
good.
color.
I know, and it smells almost like
It's that classic Chilean green pepper, herbaceous cab.
well, but it goes away. It really takes on almost a Santamilion character of Cabernet Franc and Merlot. The kind of blueberry, spicy
right.
sort of component.
Boy, just
Real
past the mid
earthy.
palate. There's all kinds of fruit components in it. It's really good.
Boy,
This guy. This is classic. This is the guy, the company he owns that sells this wine, who brings this in, is the guy that makes Charles Shaw. Not that that's a huge. I mean, from the wine world, that's a great marketing thing. But he has good wines in his book. Besides,
you
this
got some
one.
great wines in that book. There's no question about
And
that.
this is one of his brands. Yeah, the nose. You're right. It's
It's
Saint-Emilion
very
Cabernet
Bordeaux-ish,
Franc,
I mean, it really is Bordeaux-like. It's kind of amazing because the soils there are completely different. But maybe they've got a little microclimate. But anyhow,
That's a 95 for me. That's
yeah,
good.
it's $7.99. It's $13.99 on the shelf. $7.99 a reorder price. Go find a $7.99 Cabernet Merlot like that.
Really good.
Very good.
Hey, well, thanks for joining us, because that's Ed Maciana at the Ed Maciana Hour. Not a whole hour, because no one
Yeah,
can handle
unfortunately, we
that.
cut it down to 6 minutes.
Cheers.